Static electricity is this completely invisible threat. Well, right up until the exact moment it isn't. You can't see it, but a single uncontrolled static discharge on a data center's raised floor can instantly degrade or just completely destroy incredibly sensitive servers, storage arrays, and networking gear. So welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to break down exactly how you can defend against this unseen danger by looking right beneath our feet.
If you're a data center facility manager listening to this, I actually have a critical question for you. Is your floor your weakest link? Think about it. When we think about data center security and reliability, we usually picture firewalls, heavy-duty cooling systems, massive backup generators. But the flooring is honestly one of the most overlooked lines of defense against catastrophic static discharge. Basically, if your floor isn't actively working to protect your hardware, it is putting it at risk.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with the invisible static threat, then engineering the ESD solution, the 4-layer installation, rules for daily care, and finally, protecting your data center.
First up, Section 1, the invisible static threat.
So, standard epoxy resin is the go-to choice for a lot of industrial environments, and for good reason, right? It's highly durable, it resists chemicals and moisture, and it gives you this nice, smooth, easy-to-maintain finish. But it has a fatal flaw when you put it in a data center. It acts as a massive static insulator. It literally traps charge instead of grounding it. That is a huge liability, not a feature. And that is exactly why engineered ESD, or anti-static, epoxy is so crucial. By packing it with conductive materials like carbon or graphite, it safely channels that static charge entirely away from your servers.
Moving right along to Section 2, engineering the ESD solution.
So, the really crucial point to understand here is that anti-static epoxy flooring isn't just some surface coating. It is a highly engineered conductive system. By integrating materials like carbon or graphite directly into the epoxy resin itself, the floor creates a defined continuous path. It acts like an expressway that allows any static charge, whether it's from foot traffic or rolling carts, to flow safely straight to a grounding point, rather than just building up on the surface and discharging without any warning into your multi-million-dollar equipment.
Now, depending on the exact risk profile of their space, data centers generally specify one of two highly specialized resistance classes. First up is static-dissipative epoxy, and that measures between 10 to the 6th and 10 to the 9th ohms. But for higher risk profiles, you've got static-conductive epoxy. This one is more highly conductive, measuring between 10 to the 3rd and 10 to the 6th ohms. Both of these classes essentially rely on those embedded conductive materials working right in tandem with copper grounding strips to channel that rogue electricity safely away.
All right, Section 3, the 4-layer installation.
Like I said, this isn't just slapping on a coat of paint. It is a very meticulous, code-compliant sequence. Step 1 is applying a conductive primer straight to the prepared concrete to kickstart that pathway for the static. Step 2, that involves laying down copper grounding strips in a very specific grid pattern over that primer, which connects the floor directly to the earth ground. Step 3 is your base coat. This is a specialized epoxy layer infused with conductive additives that goes right over the copper grid. And finally, Step 4 is the ESD topcoat, that hard-wearing, seamless finish that actually withstands the incredibly heavy rolling dead loads of your server racks. Every single layer is systematically building a continuous path for static to travel.
Which brings us to Section 4, rules for daily care. Okay, so the engineering definitely does not stop at installation. Static control is a maintained property. Your daily dues are absolutely non-negotiable if you want this to keep working. You absolutely must use pH-neutral ESD-safe cleaners. Why? Because harsh, acidic, or alkaline products leave behind insulating residues that completely mess with the floor's conductivity. You also always want to dry mop first using an anti-static microfiber mop just to safely lift that fine, static-carrying dust. Only after that do you follow up with a damp clean using ESD-specific solutions at the exact right dilution. Oh, and crucial to all of this, your ambient humidity.
Yes, your precise target for relative humidity is exactly between 45 and 55%. Environmental control is just a massive part of floor care. If your humidity drops too low, it actively encourages static to build right up on the floor's surface. But if it gets too high, you're risking condensation and moisture issues that can wreck sensitive equipment. Hitting this specific 45 to 55% pocket ensures the floor's conductive properties function perfectly.
And this brilliantly illustrates our don'ts. Honestly, it is shocking how easily one simple mistake can neutralize your entire multi-layer floor. So never, ever apply standard wax or polish. If you do, you are literally painting an insulator right over your massive investment, instantly blocking the floor from dissipating charge. Don't drag heavy or sharp loads that can scratch or physically break that hidden conductive network. Skip the solvent-based cleaners or abrasive pads. Be super careful to protect that copper grid connectivity during any deep cleans. And please, whatever you do, never use insulating mats or tape. Things like adhesives and non-conductive backings just create dead zones that completely interrupt your entire ESD network.
Finally, let's look at Section 5, Protecting Your Data Center.
It is so vital to understand that static discharge failures are rarely dramatic. You're not going to see sparks flying across the room or hear a loud explosion. Instead, this invisible threat shows up as silent, agonizingly costly issues. Things like unexplained component failures, super frustrating intermittent network faults, or just shortened hardware lifespans in general. Because it is so subtle, those financial costs just get quietly absorbed into the IT budget instead of being traced back to where the problem actually started, a floor that simply stopped doing its job.
To really put this into perspective, there's a quote from our source material that hits the nail on the head. Getting the installation right and maintaining it on a real schedule is one of the highest leverage, lowest visibility things a data center facility team can get right. It's low visibility because, let's face it, nobody notices the floor when it's working perfectly. But it is incredibly high leverage because proactive, disciplined maintenance is literally protecting everything sitting on top of it.
Now, implementing this level of specialist care requires exact protocols, and that is where CTS or COLO TechXpert Solutions comes in. As highlighted in the source, CTS supports data center operators all across India, providing top-tier facility management and specialist cleaning programs. They literally build these exact strict ESD floor care protocols directly into your routine maintenance schedules, so you know your data center is never put at risk by improper cleaning. So if you're operating a facility and you need this handled by absolute experts, you can connect with them at +91 96395 35455 or just shoot them an email at connect@colotechexpertsolutions.com.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought to consider the very next time you're walking down your server aisles. Just look down and ask yourself, is your data center's floor silently costing you hardware lifespan right now? If you aren't absolutely sure about your ESD maintenance schedule, it might just be time to audit your protocols and reach out to the experts. Thanks for learning with me today.